A push to end diversity, equity, and inclusion practices across South Carolina is gaining ground among some lawmakers.
Our State House reporter Caroline Yaffa tells you what changes could be made in the Palmetto State.
The new Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion bill is almost verbatim to one of President Trump's executive orders. And House Majority Leader Representative Davey Hyatt says DEI must end in South Carolina.
What's going on across this country, and to a certain extent in South Carolina, it's got out of control. And we hear tell of agencies that have formed a DEI program or a DEI office, and that's their sole purpose, is to make sure that kind of stuff is done, taken care of. That kind of stuff's got to stop in South Carolina.
The bill is called the, quote, Ending Illegal Discrimination and Restoring Merit-Based Opportunity Act. It would ban government offices, school districts, and state colleges from taking part in programs or promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion practices.
If you do business in South Carolina, you will not participate in DEI.
But Vice President of the League of Women Voters, Lynn Teague, says DEI has made South Carolina a better place.
One of the most important things for South Carolina flourishing is all of its people having a chance to do a good job of moving the state forward.
Representative Doug Gillum is the main sponsor of this bill. He says the biggest issue with DEI is the discrimination.
People are judged for jobs, employment, based on their race, religion, color, sex, sexual orientation, that kind of thing. And I believe that has hurt us, doing it instead of going by merit. Who works hard? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, instead of going by certain characteristics.
When asked about how gender and minority businesses would be affected by this bill, House Majority Leader Hyatt said that free speech, federal education, and amendments won't be impacted. In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
There was another bill that was previously introduced regarding ending diversity, equity, and inclusion in higher education, but the state's House Majority Leader says it shouldn't just stop at higher education. It needs to be all over the state.